How's it going, everybody? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Now, the quality of my video here, you have to bear with me. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm using a camcorder that I bought a couple of weeks ago, and it's a good quality camcorder. It's a Sony. It's not like my other camcorder that I showed off recently that I picked up. That one, the Canon's obviously more high end, but this one here, maybe I'll do a video on it showing what I picked up. It's got a light on the front, like an actual spotlight, so you can see. Hopefully it looks good on the video. It brightens up the room a bit. But the downside is the camera, it's a couple of years old, and it only shoots up to 720p. So beer of the day here, guys. An old classic, an old trusty, Hoegaarden. I haven't had a Hoegaarden in, God, I don't know, over a decade. And man, I think I got sick that night. I drank a 4-pack. And anyone who's had Hoegaarden, you know it's like kind of a dusty, almost looks like a jar of cum. It's a good beer though. It's a fantastic beer. So we'll let that settle in. Not a whole lot going on in the gaming community. Obviously, Gen X gamer, he's going at it like cats and dogs with the man everybody loves to hate, and that's the Atari creep. Those two are going at it like a couple of basically a cat fight. So hopefully those guys can put aside their differences and get on with their day, because like what CM Retro said last night, those two guys they're expending so much of their personal time trading barbs and going back and forth in this public feud, which at this point I think TMZ's got a hold of it, and it's taken away their ability to put out good, wholesome content. So hopefully those guys can get back on the right track. So other than that, I finally cracked open Need for Speed Heat. I think what I'm going to do with the Terminator game I bought, I'm going to wrap it up and give it to myself for Christmas. But Need for Speed Heat, having a blast with it. I'm posting a lot of video clips on Twitter. Playing it tonight. It was really cool. I came across this... fix it so you can see it. I came across this area, and it was kind of like in the middle of town, and there was cobblestones in a circle, and in the middle of the circle there was like a monument, and it was a popsicle. It was a hand like this holding a purple popsicle, and it was dripping, and I was like, what the fuck is that? So I took a run at it, kind of like the old Criterion games, the Burnout games where you'd crash through the billboards, and there are billboards you can crash into in this game as well. So I took a run at it, and I hit the popsicle head on, and it cracked in half, and it opened up a few more races, a few more bonus races on the map. So I thought that was a real nice touch, a real nice sort of attention to detail, if you will. I thought it looked really cool, and how cool is that? You're driving right into a purple popsicle, and it cracked, or was it a popsicle? Yeah, it was a popsicle. So Radical Reggie would have got a kick out of that. So the other thing I noticed in the game as well, playing it through, speaking of attention to detail, I was driving down like a road, and it was raining, and the clouds in the sky, and the telephone poles were like sagging onto the road, and there was like a construction team, or there was a construction vehicle there to repair the telephone pole. I thought it was a nice attention to detail. So not going to talk too much more about that. I know racing games and the Need for Speed series is definitely not for everybody, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents because I think the game got criminally overlooked, and right now you can pick it up dirt cheap. There's a subscriber of mine, Eddie from Texas, and he managed to pick it up for I think $20 USD today digitally, and another guy in my one of my subscribers, I guess you could say, he told me that you can get a definitive edition of Need for Speed Heat, but I looked it up online. You can, but it's only digital. So hopefully we'll get a physical definitive edition. Now the reason why I have this here This is actually a record store day release. Joy Division and Ideal for Living. I just wanted to show that off there. A guy I was talking to in the community, the Rambling Man, he's a huge fan of New Order, which was basically the founding members, some of the founding members minus Ian Curtis, that went on to do Joy Division after Ian Curtis committed suicide. So yeah, we have here. God, I haven't listened to this in a while. I think it is a live record, if I'm not mistaken. We've got Warsaw, No Love Lost, Leaders of Men, and Failures. So yeah, it's a nice little EP, nice little record store day release. I don't really do the record store day releases anymore. It's become too much of a cash grab, too many scalpers that go in there, pick up the records, and flip them on eBay. But when I heard that Joy Division was doing this release, I know a lot of the young hipsters, they don't really know who Joy Division is. So I was able to go in there and pick that up. This was a couple of years ago, and I'm glad that I did. So, yeah, other than that, not much going on. Right about the 7-minute mark. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else going on. Not really. Not much going on, guys. Just like I said, chipping away at Need for Speed Heat. And I played that weird Naughty Bear game on the Xbox 360. That game is creepy as fuck. The jury's out whether or not it's a good game. I need to play it a little bit more, but man, it's creepy. You got these other bears that are coming after you, and they're coming after you hard, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's I was playing it last night, and I passed out playing it, but fuck me, it's creepy. It's creepy. Okay? It's creepy! So I guess that's it. Not much else to talk about. I'll come back with another video probably tomorrow night or maybe closer to the weekend. We'll see how it plays out. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.